Then I'm gonna draw the wrinkles between the eyes, the eyebrow, and add 3 lines to create the eye. Add his pupil a little bit closer to the left side, the famous cheek marks and the bump above the eye. I'm gonna do exactly the same for the left side. Okay, and I want the light to come from the left side, so I'm gonna draw the nose, and the shadow area will be on the right side. Now you want to draw the mouth really close to the nose with a very tiny gap. Add some straight lines at the edge of the eyebrows. And now you can draw the ears, and if you want you can use a roller to keep the right proportions. Once we are done with that, I can go on and draw the hair. Okay, so first I want to draw his massive neck. Then I'm gonna indicate his hairline and draw the 2 spikes on the front. And I'm gonna do it using 6 lines. And make sure to do it a bit curvy. We'll do the same for the right side. And I'm gonna add his narrow spike covering the right eye. Awesome, and now I want to add his traps, and then I'm gonna draw 2 spikes on the left side and 2 more spikes on the right side. Now I'm gonna use this guideline to help me keep the right proportions, and then I'm gonna add the rest of the spikes. Awesome, once you're done with that, I'm gonna add his sideburns and basically just add a lot of random lines from side to side to give the hair a more detailed look. Okay, and now we are ready to draw the torso. So first I'm gonna indicate his jacket and his vest. Now I want to add his neck muscles, the trachea and the pecs. We'll continue by drawing the arms. If you want you can use this guideline. I'm gonna start by drawing the bicep, the shoulder and the tricep. I'm gonna do exactly the same for the right side. And now we can refine his jacket. So first I'm gonna start by drawing the color. Then I'm gonna add the tear of his sleeve. The sewing marks and the pocket. I'm gonna refine the color and basically do exactly the same for the right side. And to finish up, just add some creases to the vest. Awesome, and it looks really good. So now we can go on and ink this entire drawing. I'm gonna use 0.2 for the body and 0.1 for the face and the hair. So as I always say, for the inking part you want to have as much comfort as you can. You want to rotate the page so you can have your natural hand movement. Also you want to have a steady hand and do the lines with confidence. Okay, and once we are done, I'm gonna erase this entire drawing using the charcoal eraser. Then I'm gonna use this eraser stick to get rid of all the stubborn lines. Make sure to do a fine job, cause you don't want the markers to smear the lead. Okay, and now we can go on and use the Copic markers. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box showing the exact number of Copics I'll be using. For those who don't know, Copic markers are alcohol-based markers, which means they can blend very good. I'm gonna start by coloring the jacket. I'll use V17. Then I'm gonna add some shadows using the same color, only add some more layers. Now I'm gonna use a darker tone, V09. And I'm gonna do exactly the same for the right side. Color the shadow areas with the same tone. And for the darkest color, use V09 again. You can use the colorless blender to do some blending. Okay, now I'm gonna color the vest. I'll start with C5. Then I'm gonna use C7 for the shadow areas. My beautiful organized hair have decided to show himself. Okay, now I'm gonna blend it again using C5 and add more shadow with C7. Awesome, and now we can color the skin. So I'm gonna start with E51. As I mentioned before, the light will come from the left side, so I'm gonna leave some white spots. Then for the darker tone I'm gonna use E21, and the darkest color will be E33. As always, I'm gonna blend it with the brightest color, E51, and we can go on and color the chest and the neck. So I'm gonna start with E51 again. E21 for the darker area. And the darkest color. I'm gonna blend that and do the same process for the neck. Okay, and now for his left arm I want to get a darker look, so I want the mid-tone to be more dominant. Add the darkest color and of course blend it. Awesome, now we can go on and color the face. I'm gonna start with the brightest color and leave some white spots. Then I'm gonna color the shadow areas with E21. And the darkest areas. Awesome, and now we can blend it. So I'll start with E21, the mid-tone. And then I'll use the brightest color, E51. Lastly, I'll use the colorless blender, 0. And I'm gonna show you real quick the difference between blending and not blending. You can decide for yourself what you prefer. Now I'm gonna color his eyes with BG49. And I'm gonna use the colorless blender to brighten the left area. Awesome, once that's done, we can go on and color the hair. So this time I'm gonna use 4 different colors. I'm gonna start with the brightest color, Y00. Then I'm gonna use Y15. The darker tone will be YR23. And the darkest color will be the same color we used for the skin, E33. Okay, so basically I'm gonna do the same process for the rest of the spikes, but before I'm gonna color the eyebrows with Y15, and for the shady areas I'll use YR23. I want the narrow spike to be noticeable, so I'm gonna use the brightest color, Y00, and I'm gonna give it a little bit shadow at the edges. Okay, and as I mentioned before, I'm gonna do the same process for the rest of the spikes, and keep in mind I'm gonna leave some blank spots to get that awesome glowing effect. Don't forget to blend it all with Y00, and I'm gonna do the same for the right side.